Alright, how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys. And today, we're going to be doing my full review of the Scosche magnetic magic car mount. And I got a two for one special for you guys today. Because not only are we going to be doing the full review of the car mount, we're going to be doing the full review of the dash mount. Now, you guys may remember, if you checked out my camera sample video of the Ultima LTE, I gave y'all a quick camera sample, and you guys saw and y'all heard a little bit of how I feel about these guys. But I've had them for a while, and I feel like I got a handle on everything I want to talk about with you guys about them. So, it's full review time. So, without further ado, here we go. So, jumping right in, the first thing I want to talk about with you guys is the overall build quality and design of these guys. Now, from a build quality standpoint, these guys are pretty good. They're very rugged, they're very sturdy, and when you put them on, if you put them on right and follow the instructions, that's right, follow all of the instructions from the user manuals that came with these guys, they're going to work exactly as they're supposed to. So, from a build quality standpoint, these are good. Again, from a design standpoint, I definitely like the look of them. They're very clean, very discreet. Now, they are kind of dirty, if you could tell, because I have been using them extensively with many smartphone, even my Moto X Pure Edition, which I'm using to shoot this video. So, they've been getting a ton of use. So, from a build quality and design standpoint, I would say that they're pretty good. Next, probably one of the more important things when it comes to car mounts or things of this nature is the ease of use. Because one of the reasons why someone may get a car mount is because, there's not really anywhere to put their phone per se. So you put it right there. But see, you still need to interact with it, and it's kind of tough to interact with it, And maybe you don't have a modern car with a, fancy radio with built-in Bluetooth and call forwarding and all that good stuff. So, there are some poor people in the world, like myself. And so, maybe you get these things to make it a little bit more convenient and not burn a super hole in your pocket without, doing a whole fancy radio replacement. Sometimes you don't have money for all that. So that's why you get these things. And then you want it to be easy to use. You want to be able to put it on, still be able to interact with your device and not have an issue. And I got to tell you guys, from an ease of use standpoint, this is the Blue Life 1 X2, and this is the Lumia 635. From an ease of use standpoint, I'd have to say that these car mounts are really good, because once you have the car mount on the device correctly, and you can see, it's kind of hard to see because I got the case on, but follow the instructions. It's almost like installing a tempered glass screen protector, but it's a magnet that goes on your phone. But once you got it installed correctly, and it's on. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally that easy. And it's on. And comes off just as easily. Just nice pull. Goes on just as easy. So, yeah. There you can see. It's real easy. And it's got full rotation. And you can move it up and down. So, you can really get this guy however you want it to be. And it's actually really easy to interact with it while you drive. So, let's say you have an Android device. You can interact using your voice commands, using your Google Now commands. Or you have a Windows device, as you guys see. You can also interact with it using your Windows voice commands, your Cortana. Similar with your iOS devices. I don't know how, I don't remember exactly how iOS voice commands with Siri work I believe, if I remember correctly, it has to be plugged in and charging for that feature, but don't quote me, I don't remember exactly. Other things is, depending on where you put it in your car, it's actually very easy to interact with very quickly while you drive. And trust me guys, ease of use, especially in your vehicle, is very, very important. And it's even more important, at least in my opinion, to myself, because I am physically disabled. And driving, as with most things in life, is very, very difficult for me. So being able to have these things that make my experiences easier is very, very important to me, and that's why I share it with you guys. But again, getting back on task, I kind of went off on a tangent there. Sorry, guys. The overall ease of use with these Scosche car magic mounts is really, really good, and they are fully adjustable, right? And it pretty much works on any smartphone, with the exception, because there is an exception. If you have a big, weighty smartphone, kind of like the Moto Xperia Edition, it's not going to work too well. Now, you guys may remember from my Optima LTE camera sample that I did actually get it to work on my Moto Xperia Edition, but after extensive testing, I found that it really wasn't working the way I would like, so I took it off and I put it on these two smartphones here. Now, I have a ton of magnetic connectors because I bought these guys at the same time. So I got some small ones, I got two big ones. It actually, depending on what you get, if you get the dash mount, you get the smaller magnetic pieces. If you get the regular mount, or the window mount, the suction cup mount, you get the two larger pieces. So depending on what you get, determines the size of the magnets that you get that will go on the back of your phone. So it is what it is. But seeing as I purchased both these guys together, I got the small magnets and I got the big magnets. So I just prefer to use the bigger magnets. Sure, if you on devices without a case, it doesn't look too pretty, but y'all already know I'm a utilitarian. I prefer function over fashion, so it is what it is. But other than that, again, I would have to say that it's really easy to use, and once you have it set up the way you want, you really should not have any issues with it. Keep in mind, with the exception of if you have a big weighty device, something like a Moto Xperia Edition, something heavy, it may weigh down the magnet and not work too well. So, other than that though, the ease of use on these car mounts is really, really good. Next, now I just want to give you guys some positives and negatives. Then we're going to talk about the price. And then I'm going to wrap it up, give you my final thoughts and a recommendation or two. And it looks like it's starting to rain outside. So, starting off with the positives, you guys already heard me say it. The ease of use with these guys is extremely good. It's very easy to interact with. It's fully adjustable. You have full 360-degree rotation here. And it works. Along with that, you can also lock it in any specific orientation that you want using that knob back there. So that's pretty good, and that's a really big positive in my book. Again, another positive would probably be the easy installation of not just the car mounts, but the magnets themselves. Again, the car mounts is pretty much you remove the protectors on the bottom, and they pretty much just stick down, similar to the other car mount that I had. The magnets are kind of like installing screen protectors to the back of your phone. You put down a protective plastic, and then you put down the magnet, and that holds it in place. And you guys can see it actually works really, really well. Yeah. Other things. You know, that's pretty much all I got for the positives. And ease of use, again, is very important. And installation and easy steps to follow is very important as well. And as I've said, it's extremely easy to install these guys and start using it. It's extremely easy to install the magnets and put them on your phone and start using it. So that pretty much does it for the positives. Now let's talk about the negatives. One big negative is the fact that if you have a bigger device, because I know a lot of you guys, kind of like myself, enjoy big devices. If you have a bigger device, my bad, I can't talk today, and it has a substantial amount of weight, you will run into some difficulties with these magic car mounts, okay? With this magic car mount, the dash or the regular magic car mount, you will run into some difficulties. And, that's a bummer because sometimes you only have the one phone, and for it not to work the way it's supposed to, dealing with the weight, that's a really big bummer. Let's see. Other negatives would probably be the fact that the adhesive, when I first installed it, the adhesive itself didn't feel too strong to me. So, but the user manual says if you clean off the area real nice, which I did, and stick it down, it should work. And it does. But, that sticky substance or that adhesive material that they use for the first couple of days or so, it wasn't reassuring. So, Scosche, if you guys are watching this, you may want to work on that material or work on the way at which you put their mounts on, because that one wasn't too reassuring, and honestly, I'm not too sure how long that substance is gonna last. But that's okay, because you can get creative and use things like Gorilla Glue, similar to what I did with my other car mount, and that boy will stay in place. It's not going anywhere. Or if you got some hot glue, that these bad boys aren't going anywhere. But the fact that the adhesive wasn't as strong as I would like, although I did get it to work, I'm just a little bit concerned over the overall longevity of it. Because who's to say, sorry about those notifications, guys, but who's to say after a couple weeks or a couple months of use that adhesive is going to wear down and then they won't stick. Then you're going to have to go MacGyver mode on it and figure out how to get those bad boys to stay. But that's okay, because everybody's went MacGyver mode at least once or twice. At least I have more than once or twice. But it is what it is. Now, that being said, it still is a very big negative in my book. So I had to point it out. Now, that being said, so size of the device not being, although it should work for every device, your size of your device does play a role. So the fact that it can't handle bigger, weightier devices, that's a negative. Okay, the fact that the adhesive is not as strong as I would like, in my opinion, that's a negative. So that pretty much does it for the negatives. Yeah. Alright, so that wraps up the positives and the negatives. Now, let's talk about the price. Now, I picked these guys up via Amazon, and altogether I paid a little bit over $33. You can call it $34 after tax. And I had to tell you guys, if you have, depending on the device that you have, depending on the weight, in the size, again, as I said, then I can definitely recommend that you guys pick this up. And keep in mind, guys, I do have Amazon Prime. So these guys came extremely fast because I have the 2-day shipping. But if you don't have Amazon Prime, you still have to factor in for shipping and handling and taxes if you're in an area that has that type of tax. Sales tax or things like that nature. So you still have to factor that in if you don't have Amazon Prime. But that being said, I can easily recommend this as long as you meet the criteria, as I've said, and your device isn't too weighty and it isn't too large, because it will, in fact, if you have a weighty device, weigh down the magnets. That, and if you can get over the fact that the adhesive material may not be too strong and may not last as long, so you may have to MacGyver some stuff up, then I can easily recommend this. Yeah. So again, I think that pretty much does it. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video, please help your boy out and give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You guys don't know how much. If you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please hit the subscribe button down below and make sure you click the bell icon so you get notified as soon as I post new videos. And as always, guys, don't forget, all links to where to purchase these 2 car mounts will be down in the video description. And if you know anyone out there looking for some high quality performance devices and products at some really great prices, please share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everyone, because we all deserve the best. Alright, I got a few more videos coming out today, so you guys stay tuned. And yeah, hope everyone has a great day, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.